We are glad you're here. Welcome. Great to see you guys. There they are. Hey, Carmen. Hey, Shay. Heather. What's up, guys? Good to see you. They got Shasha and Melanie Weaver, my good buddy. Hey, Melanie. Jenny, what's up? Good to see you. Joni, Carolyn, Wendy. This is all women. This is like the women 1% club. There's not Jim Fury finally joined us. I was all alone and isolated on a women island of women. Dave Straitman, you saved me too, man. Not that I whoa, where'd everyone go? Hold on. There you are. You're all back. I hit a button on my computer. You all went poof. Good to see everybody, man. We got a great lineup for you today. Super excited. What's up, Dave? Kadun? Dave, how do you say your last name? Did I butcher that? Did I mess that up? How do you say your last name?
No, you got it right, Kadoon.
Kadoon. Good. Right on, man. David Mills is in the house. Good to see you. Hey, Leatrice. Good to see you. LJ. Man, got so many. Mike. Good to see you, man. Tahoe, Tony. Mike, what's up, man? I can't believe you're here. You're the best, man. So many great people on this call, man. So just absolutely fired up. And we are going to get this party started. So let's get rocking. Okay, everyone write this down. First thing. How do you succeed at anything? Anything. Ready? Block and tackle. Do the basics. Block and tackle, baby. I think we make things way too confusing. Do the basics, talk to people. How do you get listings? Talk to people about listings. How do you get buyers? Do open houses, talk to people about buyers. What you talk about, you get. You want flips? Talk about flips. You want investment property? Talk about it. Want to do commercial? Talk about commercial. And find the stars. Find the stars. Hang out with them. It really matters who you hang out. You've heard me say lately, and if you haven't, if you get around high performers, just being in the room with them, your productivity goes up 15%. If you hang out in a room with people just like you, it drops 30%. It doesn't stay the same. It goes down 30% because you're not being challenged. Getting in a room with high performers, whether you go to a Tom Ferry mastermind, a Craig Proctor mastermind, a Tony Robbins or Grant Cardone mastermind, you're in people who are growth minded, and not only that, they're getting going. They're really doing well. The conversation is different, and you're like, man, I gotta up my game, and it is a 15% spike in your productivity. Studies have proven. So get in the right room. So block and tackle. So write this down. Attitude determines your altitude. Write that down. How many think you look at your kids, they have a bad attitude, everybody hates me. You take your teenage daughter, boys don't like me, I'll never meet somebody, or your son, girls don't like me, I'll never be happy. When I was 19, my girlfriend broke up with me. I remember thinking, oh my God, I'll never be happy again. You know how it is with teenagers. I was one too. And what a lie that was. You ever thinking like, it doesn't get worse than this. It can't. And then sometimes you think, I'll never be happy again. I'll just never. And you stay focused on that and you get depressed, right? I'll never be happy again. I'll never be happy again. Oh, I'll never be. And it creates depression because what are you focused on? What you focus on expands. Focus on gratitude. I used to hear Tony Robbins say, like, that's so weird. Focus on gratitude. Like, okay, I'm thankful. There, are we done? It's like my type A personality. Like, it's just a Shay. I mean, Shay smile a little bit because she's type A too. But it's like, okay, I'm happy. Okay, I'm grateful. Can we just move on? What do I have to do to succeed? But it's like, because when you focus on the boo-hoo moment, you're being sued and you shouldn't be sued. Somebody mistreated you in a social media post. Just move on. The dogs bark, but the caravan moves on. Write that down. The dogs bark, but the caravan moves on. Don't listen to that stuff, man. I want people to like me. Listen to me. Brett Favre, who's loved in Wisconsin, came out for a certain political person. People love him for it. People hate him for it. Elon Musk came out for someone. People love Kamala and they hate her. People love Trump and they hate him. Listen to me. There's nobody that people love Jesus and they hate him, right? People love Buddha and they hate him, right? Like, just give it up, you guys. I want people to like me too. I mean, who doesn't like, I don't care if anybody likes me. That's a really high D personality. Trust me, a true high D. I'm like, I don't care. And I get that. but most people do care, but you got to have some thick skin. And a saying that has helped me a lot is the dogs bark, but the caravan move. I'm not calling people dogs, but they want to bark. You get internet trolls that'll troll you. I literally never read Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. I don't even know what these things are. Twitter, I don't even pay any attention because I have my goals. I know where I'm going. By the way, today I spent so much time working on 2027. You know why? Because 2025 is rocking. 2026 rocking. I worked out Cabo at sea. We're going to be on the largest cruise ship in the world. And we're taking Cabo on the newest, baddest, most amazing cruise ship in the world that'll hold like 10,000 people. It's a floating city. It'll blow your mind. And so I don't know what you're doing. I'm working on 2027, and I'm working on 2030 and 2040. I'm working on 2, 3, 5, 10 years in the future. And then think about your legacy, not an inheritance. An inheritance is something you leave your children or your family or your spouse, or you leave to whoever you want to leave it to. But a legacy is what you leave in people, the mark you left on society, right? Like an inheritance versus legacy. Like here, inheritance is what you have. A legacy is what you left from your principles and your character and who you were as a human being. It's a beautiful thing. Martin Luther King left a legacy. I'm sure he left some sort of inheritance too. In the end, I get it. It's a good thing to leave an inheritance, but a legacy, baby. And so how do you leave an amazing legacy? You go through the blender. You go through, everyone write this down. This is a key word. Ready? You guys listen? I want you to get this. Ready? Struggle. We all struggle. Some of you have health challenges right now, big ones. Some of you have marriage. I remember in 2010, won't go there, but I mean, like Kathy and I were out walking this morning. I says, it was definitely the hardest time of my life. Going bankrupt in 96 was nothing compared to that time when you and I were separated for 8 months. I didn't walk around at 3 o'clock in the morning when I went bankrupt, but I did when Kathy and I were separated and I wasn't living with my 5 children. It was some dark moments. And see, what America loves is the phoenix. It rises from the ashes. You got to rise from the ashes. You got to focus on where you're going, not where you've been. That's why the rearview mirror is tiny and then the windshield's huge. Focus on where you're going and be in the moment. I'm like, what is this be in the moment, mamsy-pamsy stuff? Success is not a destination. It is today. Like if you're not happy right now, call me. I'll show you how to be happy today. It is about right now. It's about loving those you're with right now, showing gratitude right now. My wife came here a second about 10 minutes ago. Come here, baby. Come here. I just held her. I said, I love you so much. You're amazing. You excite me. I can't believe I'm married to you. I hit the jackpot. I do that stuff every day and it doesn't get old. How many of you want to be appreciated like that? Here's how you get appreciated like that. Appreciate other people like that. Love other people like that. Be loving and not scornful. Be encouraging and not nitpicking. It's like, what's it, Chinese water torture or whatever, they drip water, drip, 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 and you poke, 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 poke. Pretty soon you poke the bear and you wonder why we have a problem here. And so you get what you focus on, man. You get what you focus on. And so I'm so excited about what's happening. So here we go. You ready? Here we go. We're going to get going. So attitude determines your altitude and energy and being conscious and of your actions. And so you got to make a decision to show up in life, like outside of bed, man. Have your clothes ready. Maybe you're going to work out. Have your gym shorts ready. Have your shirt ready. Have your shoes ready. Don't go, oh God, I got to get out of bed. Bounce out of bed. Attack the day. I mean, it's such a gift. Like, well, I got all week. No, it's like today, completely crushed today with what? With love, man. That's your superpower. You know what your superpower is? Who do we love? Like, what is it about Mike Collier? What is it about that guy? I love him. He's one of the most encouraging, loving guys. Wave at me, Mike. Those of you who don't know, look at him. He's amazing, but it's his loving nature. If you know him, he's a good dude. And it doesn't matter whether we go on to become ultra successful or whatever. If you go, man, every time I was around Wendy Goss, she made me feel like a better human being. Every time I was around Joni Hines, She was so kind to me, and she befriended me when other people. And I was around Carmen Zaniga. Oh my gosh, Carmen, she lights up the room. Be that person. Go talk to the person by the wallflower. Say, hey, come with us. Be an inclusive person. But it's a decision. Oh, that's not me. Guess what? You're right. It's not you because you chose it not to be you. It is you. Saying please and thank you and giving someone a hug and can I pray for you? Last night we went out to dinner. I kind of tore my calf muscle on Jean's boat. I don't even know how. Something weird happened. I was climbing up a steep ladder and on my little toe and went, and I don't know. It was weird. And I was with a guy named Tim. He's the CEO of Ford Edge, and they save 30,000 kids a year, and at risk widows and orphans and stuff that can run all over the world. And he goes, hey man, we were just leaving. I know, can I just pray for you real quick? Oh yeah. And he reached out, he put his hand on the back of my calf. It's kind of weird when a dude touches your calf, but I was okay with it. And he prayed a hot prayer for me. I can't say it was all better after that, but it meant something to me. He showed a human, compassionate side. And so, man, sometimes people need a hug. Sometimes people need a word of encouragement, and they need, or a prayer. And it's not weird. It's only weird if you think it's weird. And I love what Henry Ford says. If you think you can, you probably can. And if you think you can't, you're probably right. He also says a man or a woman is about as happy as they make up their mind to be. And it's so easy to see it if you have teenagers. I have 8 kids. Now, thank God they're all 21 to 32, and it's super fun, and it's much better. And there's less of this crazy thing, and they're more stable, right? But you can see it in your teenage kids, right? They're just so reactive. They're excited, they're depressed. They're excited, they're depressed. They're excited. And we become adults, and sometimes in real estate, I'm excited, I'm depressed. I'm excited, I'm depressed. I get 5 in escrow, I get 9 in escrow. I get 3 in escrow, they all fell out of escrow. Interest rates went up, interest rates went down. You got a leader sets that thing. Winston Churchill didn't say I was afraid. He says we must stand up to Adolf Hitler. Never, never quit. He was relentless. And one man got England to hang in there until, like, against all odds, when the whole country wanted to sign a treaty with Hitler, which he would have like given him more time to get stronger than just blown through the treaty. And then Japan, of course, attacked the U.S. Pearl Harbor awoke the sleeping giant, and that caused us to get into the war. And the rest is history. But it was one man. Had Hitler taken over England, it would have been the U.S. fighting that guy who controlled all of Europe. Things would have been different. And you think, well, that's him. No, it's you. God has an assignment for you and your family. Like, you're the angel. Why me? Why me? Because you're aware of it now. You are the one. I was talking to Eric Lawfom today. He hired a coach, and his coach charged him, I think it was $30,000 for like 6 coaching sessions. How much would you listen for if you paid? And he had to fly to Scottsdale, Arizona in person, sit in front of him. So 6 flights, $30,000. So he's sitting there listening. He goes, I learned so much, but the one thing he taught me more than anything else, he was one of $30,000 worth, plus the flights and the hotel rooms that he paid. He said this, he said, look for the gold in people. Look for the gold in people. And so he said it profoundly changed his life. He flew home that day, and a lot of things, but this particular day, and he got to thinking about it. And he had been divorced from his wife for 18 years, but it was a very painful divorce, and it was really a hard thing. And he kept thinking about all the things she did wrong and all the pain she caused him. And she was focused on her fault. Still 18 is like, you kind of get over it. You're like, whatever, you're going to put it out of your mind, whatever. It's okay. She's moved on with her life. It wasn't like a vindictive thing, but he still found himself focused on what was wrong with her. And then he started thinking on that plane flight home. He shared this with me today, like 30 minutes ago. And he started thinking about, okay, look for the gold, look for the gold. He started thinking about her. And he started making a list, and he goes, I came up with like 15 things. She's amazing. And he goes, oh my gosh. And he's been so focused on what was wrong, the negative, not the positive. So he wrote her an email, which is not me. I would have written, handwritten letter. I don't write emails, but he's that guy. He wrote a beautiful email, and he just said, I just want to thank you for, I just recognize some things about you. I want to let you know how I feel, what I've realized about you, just having some self, reflection. And he says, I just want to affirm you in these areas of your life. You're amazing at this and this. And he went through from the bottom of my heart. I just realized I was missing some of those things. I wanted to apologize to you for not affirming you more in my life. And they have a couple kids together that, you get divorced when the kids are 2, 3 or 4 years old, and you go on and you live your lives. But he said that email completely transformed their relationship. They're actually friends today. And of course, she got remarried, he got remarried. But instead of being this real businessy relationship, it was good and it was great for the kids. And it was so, man, you learn and you grow and you do block and tackle. And it's this and it's that, and it adds up to who you are in your life. So today, I'm going to show you a couple cool things. Was that good so far? Wave at me if you like what I said so far. Lie to me. Just wave. Give me a thumbs up. It'll make me feel good. All right. Let's see. Share. Here we go. Okay. So I hopefully, let's see. That is an old Zoom. I don't need that. Can you guys see my screen? Give me a thumbs up if you can actually see my
Yeah,
laptop at this point.
yep, we can see your screen.
Okay, good. Thank you. So I'm going to open up a website. I'm going to type this assets. Oops, I need to work on spelling the word assets. Let me see. How the heck? Assets. How do you spell that? Is that right? Yeah. At exp.com. Okay. Assets at exp.com. Don't do it now. Write it down, but bam. Some of you have seen this. Some of you have never seen this. So there it is. So the cool thing about this is we bought this domain name yesterday from GoDaddy. And when you get here, for some reason I can't, I guess, it's because I opened the entire thing, but you can literally go to EXP World. You can go to all the workplace, build a sign, SkySlope, MyXP Enterprise, everything you want. Lead gen, here it is. KV Core, REO, Revenos, relocation, making it rain, military rewards, my link, my lead, EXP exclusive, the referral network, all these different ways to get lead gen. All the tech is here, all the training is here, all the support is here, broker teams, expert teams. Some of you have never seen this, and this has been floating around. I forgot about it. So let me see. I think I have something blocking me here. There we go. So for example, let's see if I can do this. Let me see, training. We'll go to the fast start, fast cap training. Look at that. So here's a training in the UXP University, and it's designed to get our agents to cap quickly and beat 100%. Agents at 100% love it. Real estate business planning, UXP University, lead gen fundamentals, conversion fundamentals, database management, very professional. You could show this to people when you're doing follow-ups, working with sellers, working with buyers. It's all here. You want to view the course material on lead conversion fundamentals? Boom, hit that. And here it is. And here it is right here, and get started. Okay, I want to get started. You hit that button, you put in your email, log in, and you're off to the races. Let me go back to this. You can learn about Revenos. Here's Revenos. And you're like, what's Revenos? Ready, willing, enable buyers and sellers exclusively from EXP agents. And you sit here, it explains the program. The whole thing is super impressive. Relocation, affinity, bundle select, express offers. You want to make $500,000, $1 million a year? Go through and read this stuff. It's your company. But a lot of times people are like, well, where is everything? This is one page with everything you could ever dream of. Commercial, transaction corners, team services, IT assistance, compliance, growth team, all this, tech, lead gen, training, support, plus what's plus? Luxury, boom. And then you saw right below luxury was commercial. Here's the luxury. I love this page. It's all right here. And the future of luxury, global connections, tools, all this stuff. And then a great little video here, which we will not watch right now. So anyways, you can just go through and do all this, EXP luxury. But again, I'm going to go back to this. And you have a commercial agent you're trying to do. You want to go to global, Regis offices, healthcare, stock programs, incentive programs. Let's go to commercial. Boom. There it is. So we did find one or two of the links they're currently working on, but 98% of them all work. Building the future, commercial real estate, priority, find an advisor. Who are we? How does commercial work? Global coverage, top advisors, blah, 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 blah. Find an expert near you. Commercial explained. This explains how commercial works right here. The commercial explained. I
Brent,
have one
Brent,
too. I'm like,
with commercial, huge changes coming in January. That's why we won't see them here. That's what my state broker said. They're very excited.
yep. Yeah, they're constantly, thank you, Carolyn. They're constantly tuning up everything, whether it's luxury, commercial, revenues. They're making changes. They're sharpening the sword in every area. But that was awesome. Again, that's assets at exp.com. Because they had like canva.org. And so as you're working with prospects, here, type this in, assets at exp.com. You can show them what's available to them. A picture's worth 1,000 words. That's something you want to do. What do you guys you guys like that? Give me a thumbs up. Is that kind of cool to have that? So, yep, good. You guys like that. Wave
Yeah,
at me if you were. Wait. We're gonna hold questions to the end. You could type it in the chat bar if you want, you guys. Um, uh, um, Wave at me if you are already aware of that page and using it. I was aware of it, but I forgot about it. I was not using it. So we have 3 or 4 of you that were aware of it and using it. The rest of you, you've either seen it like me. Wave at me if you've never seen that page. I want to see. I want to know. Wave at me if you've never seen that. Wow. So this is awesome. Assets at exp.com. Beautiful. Thank you, Rob, for setting that up. And so it's take it all, use it. Great prospecting tool. Okay, next thing. We have, I'm gonna pull it up. Rob, can we put up
And
Wendy's information?
can I clarify on that too? I didn't set it up. It's not us that are maintaining it. So don't everybody blow me up with emails. I just simply put a URL to it. So do you know who's
Oh.
maintaining it, Brent? Who do we contact if there's a,
My
know?
understanding is that is a EXP deal. Unless somebody has other understanding. I believe EXP created that. Does anybody know
I
otherwise?
think it was created, Brent, out of Family Tree.
Okay, so family tree meet it. So
Yeah.
I love this. It's the deal. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. So EXP should have committed it. They didn't. People go, man, I wish they had one spot or zone one spot. So Family Trees is a support group. Like Matthew Stewart, thank you for sharing that. And he and Tom and Randy Bird and Don Yoakum have Atomic Habits, right? Tom, you guys have that, and there's Family Tree. There's different groups, Honey Bat, But so they said, let's go create it instead of complaining that EXP doesn't have it. Let's make it. It's beautiful. I love it. How many of you are glad Family Tree created that one-stop shopping for all of us? So, Matthew, if you'll privately text me, let me know who runs Family Tree. I'm going to let them know about the 2 or 3 links that need to be tweaked on that. But the rest, as you saw, every link I hit worked. That we just found a couple that there's, I think they're working on the EXP side of it, like Carolyn said. Thank you, Matthew Stewart. Okay, Wendy Goss. Rob, if you could put up that slide about Wendy Goss. So next week at 2:10 Pacific, Wendy's going to teach you how to become a luxury agent. So if you know her story, she was selling 50 homes a year approximately, and her friend challenged her. She was killing herself. She was exhausted. She said, no, I'm fine. But the truth is she was exhausted. So in 8 months, she switched over. She said, you know what? I'm going to do the high-end luxury. She drives a Jeep and a Harley, and she switched over from $300,000 to $500,000 homes for 20 years. So she did an 850, 950, 1.2, 1.4, 5, 7, 11, and $12 million listings. How many would love to sell a 5, 7, 11, $12 million listing and earn the commission on that? She worked way less in those 8 months than had she sold 40 $300,000 to $500,000 homes, and she made more income. So she's going to teach you how to do that 1 week from today at 2:10 Pacific, 5:10 Eastern. I want all of you to be here. Bring your team, invite people to come to that. Prospects and Wendy's here now. Wendy, this isn't anything we need to brag on EXP, is it? I mean, you can if you want. I was thinking for prospects, I don't want them to be too much, but is it something you do have to hit EXP a lot, or talk to us, Wendy?
Well, I feel like EXP luxury helped me be luxury, you know, because I've been doing this 20 years and like all my materials are don't gamble on your asset, right? Don't roll the dice on, you know what I mean? Because like I'm in Vegas, so everything's a gambling term and my stuff is very fun. Going to a $10 million home seller, they're not very fun. They want elegant, they want global, they want all the things. So anyway, I feel like EXP Luxury really helped me. And I did get 5 more since then because
Okay.
that was when I was on stage. So 13
I'm
to
sorry.
30 months is where we're at now. So, but that's pretty
Good.
exciting.
Okay,
Yeah.
so brag on EXP. If that's a part of your story and how you did it, do it. So be aware that if you bring people, they go, she is, if they ask, yes, she'll be talking about how EXP helped get her there. But would
Well,
you
the
like to
thing is,
have,
like, yeah, lots of other companies do have a luxury division, right? So they can implement anything that I talk about. You know, is their stuff as cool as ours? I don't know. I've never been there, right? All I know is what we have, and it's amazing. So,
Yep.
so anyway, but yeah, I'll be dropping some good bombs next week. I'm super excited. And I've already created this little luxury workshops that we work on luxury every Friday. And they're already hitting those higher price points just by doing what I told them to do. So it's so cool.
she's going to teach you guys and your agents how to do this. Now, real quick, tell me when you pulled up in your Jeep or Harley, it was a $12 million listing, and the guy's not expecting. How many you think, were you expecting someone to pull up in a Jeep or Harley? A, was it your Jeep or your Harley? By the way, show me your necklace.
Jeep. It was a Jeep,
Are
and it
you
was
wearing the
funny.
Jeep? Are you wearing the Jeep grill on your
Yes,
necklace?
this is my Jeep
The
grill.
Jeep
My
says
luxury.
Jeep.
It's got rubies in it. That's luxury, right?
Yeah, it says
Anyway.
Jeep. But what did he say to you?
So,
Did-
yeah, so he actually texted me before I came and said, don't bother wearing heels. And I was like, oh, I love this guy already, right? Because he obviously saw my videos and saw that I can't walk in heels, whatever. Anyway, but it was snowing. It was up in Mount Charleston. We don't get that a lot in Vegas, but it was up there. So me pulling up in a Jeep was fine, you know, I kind of needed it. There was snow and I had my jeans and boots on and I was like finally feeling like myself. My first 5 appointments I bombed by trying to be fake. So we will be talking about that
Wow.
next week. Yep. And when I came there, I was like, oh my God, I love log cabins. I grew up in a log cabin in Oregon. And all I have to say is I'm glad it wasn't this big because me and my sister had to peel the bark off of all the logs. We were like slivered up all the way down our sides. We got like 10 cents a log or 5 cents. It was like ridiculous. Anyway, and it was just like, just telling him how horrible it was, but I love this and I'm glad my house wasn't this big. He just like fell in love with me. And he's like, well, you know, I mean, obviously he likes my marketing too, you know, so I talked about, you know, how we get over 500,000 views on our YouTube videos and stuff like that.
Okay,
And
so I got to cut you off for time. I'm going to cut you off for time, but mainly everybody come, bring your team. She's going to lay down how she went from selling 53 to 500,000 homes to doing the multi-million-dollar thing in one, just a decision. So thank you, Wendy. You're amazing. I love you. You're great. I'm going to finish my stuff because we're like almost out of time and I have only gone through half. The other thing I want to do is if you are sending out crazy Zoom links, you're doing Zooms with people, you're sending these invites and it's got this like 18-digit passcode to go to Zoom. You notice you guys will go to zoomwithbrent.live. You're here. Super easy. All of you can do that. Like Jenny, you could go zoomwithjennyg.com. Melody, zoomwithmelody.com. If Zoom with Melody's gone, zoomwithmelodyk.com. Just add your last letter. I went to get zoomwithbrent.com. It was taken by Brent Conley. The sucker beat me to it. And so I didn't think about going zoomwithbrentg.com. I just put zoomwithbrent.live. You can get .us. All of you should go to GoDaddy and buy your name, zoomwithcarmenz.com or zoomwithcarmen.com. Probably by now, a lot of your names are taken. Zoomwithdave.com. Dave Straightman, I promise you, is gone, right? But zoomwithdave.live, zoomwithdave.us, or Zoom with, maybe those are gone too, because Dave is a popular name. So you could go zoomwithdave.com or zoomwithdave.us. But this way they don't have to type in this crazy Zoom thing. It's bizarre. So and then you simply attach it to your Zoom account. You get a Zoom account. Rob, give them 20 seconds. They can work with their teenage son or daughter to set this up. How do they, because they get a Zoom account. I don't even know how to do it, but Rob just connected it. It's done one time. And it's super easy. Rob, give them something because I don't know how to do what I'm talking about, but you
Yeah,
tell 'em.
GoDaddy seems to be the simplest place to do it. You just get your URL and then you go into forwarding and then you get your Zoom. You need to make sure it's your PMI, your personal meeting indicator. So it's the same one every time. Otherwise it'll change every time and that won't work. Go get your PMI, put it into forwarding and click save. Give it about 10 minutes. And when you go to that URL, it'll open your Zoom.
And if you don't know what he just said, find someone who's techie. They know how to do this stuff. It's not that hard, right? Is that a fair thing to say, Rob?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
anybody that knows forwarding will be able to help you out.
Okay, awesome. So I want to say that. Next is Melanie Weaver. Wave at everyone, Melanie. She showed up for our awesome Sell a Home, Save a Child mastermind weekend a week early. It was awesome. We're on our way to West Palm Beach. So I brought her in. She stayed at my home for like 8 days. And she was an orphan child. And she's a real estate agent and an attorney. And she was got really excited about agent attraction. And I said, you got to get people to Cabo. You want to grow, get people to Cabo. She called 2 people that were definite no's. There's no way they're not interested in EXP. There's no way they're going to go. They both said yes. They're like, Cabo? Sun, fun, margaritas in the real estate event. Yeah, I'll go. Both her prospect. Let me ask you a question. Do people call you, invite you to Maui all the time? Like, how many times has someone invited you to Maui for a real estate? Never. How about has someone invite you? Come to the. Someone needs to mute your. Somebody's mic is hot, whoever you are. So basically, come to Cabo or Puerto Vallarta. We have a big real estate conference. Ed Milet's gonna be Tom Ferry. Come and then go. Here's the key: go back to Sotheby's, go back to Remax and Keller Williams and Prosper. You don't need to come learn. The superstar is gonna be there, and it's in the morning to play all day, play all night. Come. They both said yes. I can promise you, if she actually follows through and helps them get their flights and make sure she's not paying for them, they will both switch to EXP. They will absolutely both switch to EXP. So Melanie, I'm proud of you. So my message to you guys is now's the time. Don't wait till January because it's in March. Now is the time. Our room block's going to expire by January 1st. You need to get on this. So the other thing I'll do, I'm going to end with this. I had a gentleman, I'm going to change his name to Bill. He called me. We're going to end with this. And he said, oh, Brent, I'm so excited. I got my ticket for Cabo and I'm bringing 2 of my leaders. I'm like, that's awesome. And he goes, man, I'd love to speak if you got an opening. If not, totally get it. Awesome. Good. And I asked him how many people he has in his group. He has about 60. So here's the deal. It's life-changing. It's transformative to go to these events, whether it's an Ed Milet event or a John Maxwell event or Cabo or Build or, events are powerful. They move the needle in your life. I said, you and your 2 leaders will go, then they go back and show them. Anyone ever been to a UPW or a TEDx event? You could go get the information, take the notes, come back and teach it. That's good and you should. But if your people were there with you, they're going to be impacted like you. It's going to be so powerful. So what he needs to have is 20. It's 1/3. If your group is 60, you need 20. If you have 100 people in your group, then you need about 33 people there. I had my first event, I had 300 people in my group. I brought 90, which is about 1/3. Out of 300, I had 90 there. If you have 300, you're listening, you need to have about 93. Stop thinking so small. First set your width goals. I had 14 people I had sponsored. I helped each one of them one by one book their flights. I wrote them like Zorro. I helped each one by one book their rooms. I wrote them like Zorro. And then I made sure my guests, I had 5 interesting, I had more, but I was able to convince 5 come. If you don't think it's 10 times better than I'm telling you, if you don't think this changed your life, I'll refund your airline ticket, the event, everything. Brent, we can afford that. I promise you, if they go, you say you do have to attend the 9 to noon thing. If you don't attend that, then all bets are off. But then I'll be there. I'm there. I'll go. I get to play all day and all night and go marlin fishing. I'm like, I just asked Pace Morby. By the way, anybody know Pace Morby? Look at me if you know Pace Morby. Anybody? He's a big mega star. He's coming to Cabo. And I said, hey, Pace, You want, yeah, it's awesome. Yeah. So people are excited. You want to go marlin fishing, Pace, or are you a golfer? Like you ask your prospects, you want to go marlin fishing or are you a golfer? You want to go to spa? Maybe ask if it's the world-class spa at the Hyatt Ziva. This is not the Holiday Inn Crown Plaza. This is the Hyatt Ziva, super all-inclusive notch. And so I got 19 on my front line. You've heard me say it, but block and tackle, block and tackle. Then your action speaks so loud, I can hardly hear what you're saying. They brought 70. So 19 plus 70, it was 90. So maybe they brought 71. I remember my number was 90 and my business exploded. If there's one thing I could pinpoint that gave me the wave of momentum I ride to this day. So when I'm saying what you do between now and March 11th through the 16th can set in motion a wave that your children's children can benefit from. But you got to quit showing up with just you and 2 leaders. Promoters. This business is owned by promoters. He or she that can promote the event effectively and bring people to get the vision, it moves the needle more than anything you could bring back to them. I understand that. When I went to Keller Williams in 2009 from Remax, they go, hey, we're doing an event in New Orleans, Bourbon Street, the whole thing, the convention center, Keller Williams, family reunion, you got to come. And they put me in charge of a little office, Roseville. And I know the power of what it does for retention, education, equipping, and then motivation growing. So I got my room, but I booked some extra rooms. Brand new to Keller Williams. See how many rooms I booked? 60. I booked 60 rooms. Don't you dare book 60 rooms for Cabo. I'll shoot you personally. But here's the deal. Here's the deal. Like, I'm booking 60 and you show up with 2. It would kill us. And by the way, you have to pay for the room. So try it. Anyway, so here's the deal. But I need you to think differently. You need to get your people to maybe get 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms. If you get 10 people to book 5 rooms and get 5 people there, now you have 50 rooms. And then some people share rooms, right? I used to share rooms with Curtis Johnson all the time. We just share a room, couple double beds. He grabbed a bed, I grab a bed, cut the housing costs in half. He used to do it all the time. Many times I would go to events with Curtis and we just, hey, you want to cut the housing? Yeah, let's do it. We'll do it. And he has someone to hang out with at the event. Back in 2010, when we were broke. Back in 2010, when I tried to meet with an attorney and go bankrupt, and he wouldn't let me because I still had a good income. He told me to stay home for a year and do nothing. So what I'm telling you is how many people is in your group, and then you want to bring about 30% of that. So for example, Randy Bird is sitting right there. What's up, Randy Bird? And Randy has about 1,100 people in his group. So Randy, for you, that's about 350 people, I think, is about rough numbers, something like that. You know, so if I was Randy, I'd be setting a goal to bring 350. Now you got to get in your group and get them to set goals to bring. Okay, you've got 40, you've got 60. You want to bring 20 because they're the 60. They're going to show up and bring 1 person. And that's why you don't have the growth that you want to have. And so you want to grow, understand the power of the events and getting people there. So rethink it. Go to your whiteboard. Shelly Johnson, I went over to her place. She's my neighbor. And she had on a whiteboard this morning, and we'll end with this. This is so cool. I didn't know, I was not planning on this. If I was, Rob would have it ready to go, but I want to show it to you. Here it is. Here it is. Come on, Gove. Where is it? I got it right here. I know I recorded it. Here it is. I walked in on her this morning. Okay.
10,000 agents in 2025, 400 agents to Cabo.
Okay.
125 FLQAs in 2025 with
Love
20 legs, like 20 leaders.
20 leaders out of that.
Yeah, I want 20 solid leaders. You got to get this and
Now, why so many FLQAs?
I just want to hit my goal. Like I want to get these 20 legs. If I don't get 125 FLQAs, I'm not going to hit 20 legs. I don't think.
20 growing organizations is what she's talking about.
All right, that's a big goal.
And then 3 large events, 12 mini events. And then I want
1,500 at build.
And then impact events, 1 in Maryland, 1 in Canada, 1 in Montana, because I'm going to be there. I already have momentum in those states, so it's easier.
Yep.
And then I need to probably figure out a couple more places I want to grow to when I get these legs.
I love it. Vision, baby.
And then calls. My momentum day is going to be Wednesday.
What's Momentum Day?
That's the day where I make my calls.
Outbound calls.
Right. So
You
that's how I
act,
get
you don't
it.
react. You
Yeah.
make it happen.
Yeah. And then
Beautiful.
I need to identify then the other thing I have is my leaders, like, and then help my leaders.
I love it. Identify your leaders.
Help
So you're answering all the questions that I asked on the yacht,
Yes.
on Jean's yacht, like here it is. Beautiful. Look at that.
Yep.
Getting to it. I love it. Good for you,
And
Shelley.
then,
This is my neighbor Shelley, and I'm very proud of her. Here's her beautiful home in Palmas Del Mar. And there, I live right over that way. Oh, I bought her this bowl in Santorini in Greece. Isn't that pretty? I had to get that home in my suitcase without breaking it.
hold on, that's my other.
Look at it. Hold on, I'm showing them a view. Very important things right now. Look at this. This is her view off her little patio. It's terrible out here in the Caribbean. But when you spin this way, you get the harbor. You get to look at Jean's yacht, the Naughty Nickel. It's right there, the harbor view. That's very pretty. I can't see the harbor from my place. I can only see the ocean. And Jean's house is up on that ridge up there overlooking this boat. A lot of fun. This is just one little sliver of the harbor.
Okay, that's enough. You guys are, I can't spoil you totally. You get the idea.
That's
Anyways,
torturous.
Get a, what?
That's
What?
torturous.
Good. Torturous
That
is
was
good.
awesome.
Go get a whiteboard today. We did a mastermind weekend. I have stacks of these. I just ordered 2 more. These are from Amazon. I got this one. This is Jeans. He did the new napkin presentation. That's it right there. That baby. And then I got that one. I got 2 more giant. These things are like as tall as me. They're huge and they're from Amazon and they're nothing. I didn't order them. Kathy, I still never ordered from Amazon. I got this one right here. I literally sat here today going, you know, who do I need to talk to? Call this is my whole group to grow out, all my front lines. She wants 20, I have 40 growing legs, 40. And so what do? We love people. The world's got 20 million agents, baby. It's going to be freaking awesome. So I'm very excited about you guys. Mike Collier, thanks for showing up. Courtney Twist, Jason Justek, Tahoe Tony, David Mills, Randy Bird, Joanne Poland. I don't want to miss anybody. Tommy, my buddy Costello, my McCooney's brother, and Carolyn and Carmen, and I don't want to miss anyone, but you guys, thanks for coming. Thanks for investing in yourselves. And I will see you right here next week. We are going to do it Thanksgiving week. If you got family, go do your family thing, but I'm going to be here on Tuesday at 1:30 Pacific, 2:10 Pacific for the amazing Wendy Goss. Wendy, I cannot wait to see you do your thing. That will be a full 30-minute presentation. That will not be a short 10, 15, 20 minutes. It's going to take 30 minutes. Be aware of that at 2:10. It's on real estate. That's why it's not a part of the 1%. It's more the sales training. And we'll start in a couple minutes. If you want to stick around for a 5-minute mastering sales, if you got to go. I went way over. My bad. Love you all. Mwah. Go get them. We'll see you. Bye-bye.